Hello, hello. We are live. Welcome to Oh My Loaf Workshop. We have finally made it. We are live tonight. This is our first workshop of its kind. And tonight I'm going to introduce you to what Oh My Loaf is all about and tell you what you can expect. Okay. Um, Welcome again. Um, So tonight you can expect what Oh My Loaf is all about. We talk about our story, about Oh My Loaf, how it became, how it evolved, so to speak. Then we talk about our flour mixtures, how they work. We talk about a little bit of our membership that I'm building currently. We have a Q&A right after. Then we have our heart of our mission, why I do this. And to the end, we'll talk about our founding members. Tonight, we're not going to sell anything. Tonight is only about what Oh My Loaf is all about. So I know you have been waiting patiently of what is going on here. And I apologize that it has taken so long, but I'm just a one-man person, so to speak. My son Ben is helping me as well, but he's more helping me with the nutritional part so that our flour mixtures come out with the right nutrients. So, but we'll talk about this in a few minutes. Okay. Um, Before I even get started, I would like you to say hello in the chat and where you're from, because it is simply just nicer to talk to an audience. Right now I can only see a number, but I cannot see who is there, so it's nice to um, see that someone says hello, and it's great. So hopefully, uh, say hello where you're from, and makes things so much more personal and more fun. Okay, so let's get going. Um, I see we have a few visitors already. Um, Feel free to introduce yourself, and it makes things a little bit more personal. Okay, let's get going. Um, just a moment. Okay, so uh, the reason why I created Oh My Loaf is out of personal reasons, so to speak. So, yeah, as you know, I developed a gluten sensitivity about 2 years ago, and so that brought me, to the idea of what can we do? What is going on? How can I get a gluten-free bread? I went to the supermarket, and um, except Ezekiel bread, in my opinion, there's not much out there in what speaks to me. My um, gluten-free bread that I like is nutritious, full of fibers, and not with a ton of um, uh, starches and so forth. So I couldn't find anything, so I started to develop my own recipes. And together with my son, we put our heads together, and we try to put something together that speaks to us and hopefully to you as well. After countless of experiments, recipes, and you know, we had so many loaves that went bad. With an air tunnel inside, they collapsed or whatever the story was. I cannot tell you how many loaves we made that didn't work. Um, so we continued with making new recipes, and after 2 years, we came up with 2 to 3 basic recipes, which I will talk about in a second, that we're going to offer first. Um, but first of all, I would like to talk about the struggle that everyone who is gluten-free is going through right now. Um, I cannot tell you how many people I met at the farmers market over the last few weeks, talking to them what's about the products that are out there, and the gratitude that I feel about our products, our breads. And by no means I would say they're perfect yet, but they will be perfect in a matter of time. Um, Even now the weather affects how a loaf comes out. Um, the the slightest change of any type of environmental change affects how the loaf comes out. So it's making gluten-free breads is really a science, and I have learned a lot over the last 2 years, and we'll talk about it too. Um, yes, so I know when people who are gluten-free and who have digestive issues, how they're missing out. Very often you can only buy breads that are full of starches, and that's not going to help you when you have digestive issues. So this is what inspired me to bring joy back to the table, so to speak. And so, what makes our bread different? We use organic, clean ingredients. We use no gums. Obviously, all of our flours are wholesome. Um, I I'm very particular where we buy our products from. Um, we will be working towards a certification, not right away, but we will be. So that is in the near future. At the moment, as you know, we are making these at home. We have a license to do this, as we have this in New York called a cottage license. And but very soon I'm looking to either outsource, go to a co-packer, or find a gluten-free facility where I can continue this. So um, it's going to be very exciting. But again, we make our utmost um, due diligence to make sure that our flour mixtures are 100% gluten free. As of now, we have quite a lot of uh, clients at the supermarket, I'm sorry, at the farmers market who are celiac, and their feedback was really, really positive. I haven't heard anything yet, and I'm very happy about that. That that our flour mixtures are clean and gluten free. This is very, very important to me. Um, so yeah, when can you expect the flour mixtures? The date is set for October 26th. Um, Before we do this, we will have a giveaway. The giveaway is October 19th, where you can win a 6-month subscription of 2 of our flour mixtures of your choice per month. And I think that's a nice gesture to get things started, and hopefully you will be part of this giveaway. Um, yeah. So how does the flour mixture works? So basically, this is my prototype, so to speak. That's what I'm selling right now at the farmers market. Um, we You can see the descriptions or the how to make this mix is all the way here in the back. And we had quite a few people who bought them at the farmers market, and we got really good reviews about it. I mean, back feedback that that was very positive. People said it worked like a charm, and this is how um, it should be, and that's what we're aiming for. So basically, we have a 3-step concept: pour, mix, and bake. Um, you literally put the contents of this bag in a bowl, you add water to it, um, you add a little bit of olive oil to it, or an oil of your choice. The oil is optional. I find that the oil makes the loaf a little bit more softer, and it's not going to dry out as quick. But for those of you who don't like to add oil, you can leave it out, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And that's it. You mix it up. You can mix it up with a spatula. You don't need a machine. You can, if you like. Um, Mix it up for 3-4 minutes, and then put it in a bowl, and in a baking pan, and bake it. So there's a few tricks um, when you bake it. I will get to this in one of our future workshops. So this, I find this is not that important right now. You put it in the oven and you bake it, and um, for the exact amount that it's here, I think it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. Um, and voila, you have a gluten-free bread freshly baked. So um, it is. I try to make it as simple and easy as possible. Anyone can make it. Um, so for us, it was very important to put the right flours in there. You know, when you go on the internet, you look for gluten-free bread. A lot of these recipes call for a ton of starches. We try to reduce the starches to a certain amount. Some breads we even have, or some flour mixtures we have without starches for those who have diabetes, for instance. Um, but we're going to have two type of flowers. One is the joy selection. One is the um, health selection. So we one is pure joy. Basically, uh, those people who are interested in those, they don't particularly look too much at the ingredients. We still make it healthy. I mean, that is obviously very, very important to us. But we the other selection is concentrated purely on health factors. So little to no starches and top-notch ingredients. So this is in a nutshell what you can expect uh, for the flour mixtures. And I think we you will be very um, intrigued when you see this. We try to do the flour mixtures as interesting and delicious as possible. Okay, so I've been working on a Oh My Loaf membership. So that membership starts also next month. And again, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to get your, I'm trying to inspire you with what we have um, planned, so to speak. So basically, the membership is all about resources, um, giving you recipes, um, giving you live streams where I'm going to be live once a month. I'm going to explain one of the recipes that we have, and we have a community, a private community, where we all meet together. We have resources for, better baking at home, and of course we have a recipe library, so to speak, where we put every week, every month, new recipes in. So I can guarantee you, for those who will join us um, in the membership, they will learn how to bake top-notch gluten-free bread, and that's my goal to you. The membership is going to be very, very affordable. It's free to those who subscribe to our flour mixtures, And those who don't want to subscribe, it's $6.99. Again, nothing is for sale yet. I just wanted to get you, um, you know, want you want to inspire you, so to speak, so that you know what's coming. And yeah, so this is our membership. Next one is our Q&A. So basically, you can ask your questions. If should you have any questions, you can post them here. If you post them after the live stream is finished, I will try to answer them. Just leave them here, and I will try to answer them. So common questions, for instance, are when our flour mixtures will launch. I mentioned it briefly earlier. October 26th is our date where we'll launch. What makes those flour mixtures different? Again, um, our flour mixtures are wholesome, vegan, and gluten-free, of course. So this is our main pillar, so to speak. We try to use, or we're using only wholesome ingredients. Everything is organic in them, um, so you don't have to worry about pesticides or any other things that should not belong there. Okay. Um, good. I'm just trying to see if I see any messages here. I don't see any yet. Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't see the message yet. Hi, Karen. Hi, Rebecca. So nice. Thank you so much for letting me know. Um, okay. So what recipes can you expect? I mentioned this earlier in the membership. Um, I try to make the recipes helpful to everyone, not only for bread, but pastries and even regular recipes, gluten-free recipes. So it will be um, quite uh, um, a plethora of recipes in there. Okay, what equipment or tools you may ask are helpful? Again, I try to make the flour mixtures as simple as possible. You only need a spatula, a bowl, and an oven. For those who don't have a machine, if you have a mixture, absolutely you can use the mixture too. Um, yeah. So again, this was in a nutshell was what Oh My Loaf is all about. Again, I would like to talk about my mission, so to speak, about Oh My Loaf. To me, it is very, very important that I get a smile, so to speak, if someone used our flour mixtures or bought our breads on a farmer's market. It's very, very important to me that um, people get experience gluten-free bread the way it's supposed to be. And um, I think there are not many breads and flour mixtures out there. I believe we are one of the first who, um, bring this to the table. I know that there will be new flour mixtures and new breads coming to the table, coming to the supermarkets. I know that gluten-free is big in coming. So, but I'm hoping that that our brand will speak to you. Okay, so again, I believe that Oh My Loaf is a movement and not just a brand. And we hope to bring back hope and inclusion for those who felt left out of the bread world, so to speak. So, um, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will briefly talk about our founding members um, drive. And again, I'm so grateful that you're here. And if what we're building here resonates with you, if you believe the world needs better gluten-free bread, I would love for you to stick around over the next few weeks as we grow. Join our waitlist, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and you will be part of our inside circle as we take the next step together. So this is where the founding member comes in. Founding members are those who will support us in the beginning. Um, if you're part of our waitlist, I will send out a link where you can join a founding member. Um, start as or become a founding member. Founding members basically help us, with a very small amount of money to um, get, to get off the ground, so to speak. And we will send you all of our flour mixtures that are for sale for free, as a thank you, so to speak. And we want you to give us feedback on what you think about them. That is all before we open up the website with the flour mixtures. And we're hoping to get your feedback. And as a thank you, we will send you all prototypes, seasonal mixes throughout the year for free for you to check. And I think that is um, a no-brainer for me, in my opinion, to join as a founding member. First of all, you're part of something that is growing, that is bigger, that is getting better, and you have a say in what we're going to produce, what kind of mixes we do. So it's going to be very, very exciting. Just look out for that in our email list. Um, if you have joined it, if you have joined the email list, I'm going to put the link here. Just go to ohmyloaf.com and click on the wait list, and you can join there. And once you have joined, you will get an email, and you will get to learn more about the founding member drive. Okay, um, good. So this is most of what I was going to share tonight. Let me see if we have any chat. Okay, Karen is asking, will you be mailing out your loaves at a later date? Um, I may send out the loaves. For now, it will be only the flour mixtures. Again, I'm at the farmers market every Saturday in Fort Greene in Brooklyn. If you live in Brooklyn, that's great. Come by and say hello. Otherwise, I will try to find a way. Um, I will try to find a way to send the loaves. I may even put out the dates where I will send out loaves, and I will mention this on the website. Yeah, Karen, I see. I know not everyone is a baker, and I uh, respect that. So I am working on the loaves as well, as I get a lot of feedback at the farmers market. A lot of people rather go with the baked bread instead of the flour mixture, and I understand this is for some people who love to bake, it's fine, but for some who want the immediate satisfaction, I understand you want the loaf. And I'm working on this. I'm also talking to co-packers about the the loaves. I mean, this is a future melody, so to speak. We are trying to get into co-packers, but again, this is we are in our infancy, so to speak. Um, but we are working to get things rolling, and hopefully very soon you can get our loaves by mail. Okay, Karen, thank you so much for asking. Rebecca's asking, can you use applesauce or something else to replace oil? Absolutely, yes, you can. Yeah, use about a similar amount of oil you use in applesauce. That's fine. Um, okay, good. If no one has any more questions, I would say then don't forget to follow us on YouTube, follow us on all the other social media networks. We are constantly. I'll be honest. I'm not as good in social media on YouTube as I'm on Facebook, but I will get there. So Facebook and Instagram, I post a lot more, but um, we, you know, we, I will do my best to keep you updated. I have another question here. Can you purchase mixes as a gift? Yes, you can. Absolutely. So again, our members drive, I'm sorry, our um, giveaway will be October, October 19th. Our first day of sale, or the launch date, will be October 26th. Thank you so much again for joining me tonight. I hope you got something out of it and spread the news. And thank you so much. Together, we're not just baking breads, we're baking hope and joy, one loaf at a time. See you next week.